businesses, because my prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
That is Elon Musk. Davos, the 22nd of January. He is not describing science fiction. He is describing what his own factories are scheduled to build. And when the man interviewing him asked what people would be for in that world, the room laughed. That laugh is the whole story. So is the answer that came after it. Start with the room, because the room matters here. This was the World Economic Forum. 36 minutes on a stage, an audience in front of him, cameras running the entire time. Nobody ambushed him. He was invited and he took his time. The man asking the questions was not a journalist either. It was Larry Fink. Fink runs BlackRock, the largest asset manager on Earth. More than $10 trillion of other people's money. Pension funds, retirement accounts, the savings of people whose entire plan depends on working for 30 years. So when he asks what humans are for, that is not a philosophy question. It is his job. He opened warmly. He compared his own company's returns to Tesla's and lost on purpose. Then he asked what all of it is actually for, and Musk gave an answer that is easy to miss. He said the goal of his companies is to maximize the probability that civilization has a great future and to expand consciousness beyond Earth. Not profit, not market share, consciousness. Remember that word, because the entire session turns on it.
effectively, the way I view it is, the image in my mind is of a tiny candle in a vast darkness, a tiny candle of consciousness that could easily go out.
A tiny candle in a vast darkness. That is his stated reason for building rockets. Hold on to it. In about 3 minutes, someone is going to ask him what the candle is for. From there, he moved to the part he is on stage to sell: abundance. His claim is that AI and robotics are the only real way to give everyone a high standard of living. And to his credit, he does not sell it clean. The warning in the next clip is his own, and nobody asked him for it.
Without its issues, I mean, we need to be very careful with AI. We need to be very careful with robotics. We don't want to find ourselves in a James Cameron movie.
The room laughed at that one too. He moved on. Then the upside. Intelligence that costs almost nothing. Machines that work without stopping. An expansion of the world economy, he said, beyond all precedent. Fink pushed on the only question that decides who any of this is for, broad or narrow, everybody or the people who happen to own the machines. Musk answered with arithmetic.
I mean, a way to think of it is that if you have a large number of humanoid robots, the economic output is the average productivity per robot times the number of robots.
Right. Output equals productivity per robot times the number of robots. That is the entire model. Read it once more and notice what is not in it. That is not an oversight. It is the claim itself. Economic output stops being tied to people at all.
Of the future, that the robots will actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. Like
Saturated, not served. Saturated. A world where you cannot think of anything left to ask for. Then he put a number on it. There are roughly 8 billion of us. Listen to what he says next, and then listen to the question that follows it. Fink is not being hostile. He asks the obvious thing.
My prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing's perfect, but it is a necessary.
Nothing's perfect. That is the answer, in full. The audience laughed and the conversation kept moving. He did answer something immediately after. It is worth being precise about what.
Like, you can't have both. You can't have work that has to be done and amazing abundance for all.
That is a real argument, and it is not a soft one. Follow it. If work has to be done, somebody has to do it. If only some can, only some get paid.
And only some people can do it, then you can't have abundance for all.
Then it's narrow.
Yes, narrow, yeah. Exactly. So.
Narrow. Both of them said the word out loud, and neither of them flinched at it. So the trade is on the table. stated plainly by the man building the machines. Abundance for everyone, or work for some. Fink asked what people are for. The reply explained what the economy is for. Those are different questions, and only one of them got an answer. Because for most people, work is not only how the money arrives. It is the thing that puts them somewhere at 8 in the morning next to other people being counted on. So look at what the robot is actually described as doing in his own examples.
But if you have billions of humanoid robots, and I think there will be, I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and going to want one, because
everyone gets one. Everyone wants one. Then come the examples of what it does for you.
Who wouldn't want a robot to, assuming it's very safe, watch over your kids, take care of your pet. If you have elderly parents, a lot of friends of mine said they have elderly parents. It's very difficult to take care of them.
Expensive.
Watch your kids, take care of your pet, look after your parents. Every one of those is care work, not manufacturing, not paperwork, care. And the shortage he points at is real. Fink said it back to him in the same breath. There are not enough young people to take care of the old people. That is demography. It is not an opinion, and it is not going away. So the robot walks into a real gap. Nobody sensible argues that gap away. But look at what else it walks into. This is not work nobody wanted. It is the work people point to when they are asked what their life added up to. Which puts Fink's question back on the table, heavier than when he asked it. Here is what turns this from a debate into a news story. It has dates attached. He said Optimus robots are already doing simple tasks inside the Tesla factory. Complex tasks by the end of this year, still industrial only.
I'd say that by the end of next year, I think would be selling humanoid robots to the public. That's when we are confident that it's very high reliability, very high safety.
That was said in January of this year. By the end of next year means the end of 2027. He attached a condition to it, and it is the right condition. Very high reliability, very high safety. He is also the person who decides when that bar has been cleared. At the end of the session, Fink asked him for last words. Musk gave a rule for how to hold all of it.
And generally, I think for quality of life, it is actually better to err on the side of being an optimist and wrong rather than a pessimist and right.
Put that next to the other thing he said in the same 36 minutes, on the same stage to the same room. Both of those are his. Neither one cancels the other. He is running the careful version and the optimistic version at once, on a schedule, in a factory already building them. And the question is still sitting there with a laugh on top of it. Go back to the candle for a second. He says life and consciousness might be the only instance of it anywhere, and that it could easily go out. He is building the ships to carry it off this planet. In the same session, he was asked what the flame is for. The answer was, nothing's perfect. More robots than people. Everyone gets one. Nobody in that room said what we do while they work. If you have a better answer to Fink's question than the one he got, you are ahead of the man who is building them.